you saw as a kid but didn't realize was messed up until you were older. When I was 8, my neighbor Mr. Wilson would pay me $5 to help him feed the birds in his backyard every Saturday. I thought I had the easiest job in the world, just scattering bird seed while he took pictures from his deck. He always insisted I wear the same yellow dress. Birds are attracted to bright colors, he explained. I believed him completely. My parents thought it was sweet that an elderly widower had found a hobby. It's good for him to have something to look forward to, Mom would say as she helped me into that scratchy yellow dress each weekend. Mr. Wilson had very specific instructions. I had to skip in certain patterns. Bend a particular way to scatter the seeds. Twirl 3 times before collecting my $5. He called these my bird calling moves. The birds won't come if you don't do it exactly right, he'd say, adjusting his camera. I rarely saw any actual birds, but he assured me they came after I left. I remember once asking why he never showed me the bird pictures. He smiled and said they were for a special bird-watching club. I imagined serious adults in safari hats nodding approvingly at photos of me with cardinals and blue jays. When I turned 10, he doubled my pay to $10 and asked if I could bring a friend. Birds love when there are 2 children, he explained. So I brought Emma from next door. We took turns in the yellow dress. After a few weeks, Emma refused to come back. My mom says I can't, she said at school, avoiding my eyes. I figured her parents needed her for chores and felt secretly pleased to have my bird job back to myself. For my 11th birthday, Mr. Wilson gave me a silver bracelet with tiny bird charms. Don't tell your parents, he whispered. They might get jealous of our special friendship. It was the prettiest thing I'd ever owned, and I hid it in my sock drawer. One Saturday, Mr. Wilson's adult son visited unexpectedly while I was there. I was mid-twirl when he walked into the backyard. He looked at me, then at his father, then at the camera. His face changed in a way I couldn't understand at the time. Dad, what the hell is this? He shouted. Mr. Wilson hurried me home without my $10, telling me we'd feed the birds another day. I was confused and worried I'd done my twirls wrong. The next day, police cars parked outside Mr. Wilson's house. Men carried out boxes and his computer. I watched from my bedroom window, wondering if they were from the bird-watching club. My parents sat me down that evening with strange, serious faces. They asked uncomfortable questions about the bird feeding, the yellow dress, the photos. I answered truthfully, not understanding why Mom kept crying. Mr. Wilson moved away after that. The neighbors whispered words I didn't understand. Pred, inappropriate, grooming. I thought they were types of birds or photography terms. In 7th grade, we had an assembly about inappropriate touching and adults who take advantage of children. They showed a cartoon about a man who asked a child to keep secrets and take special photos. Something clicked, but not completely. I raised my hand and asked, like for a birdwatching club? The counselor looked startled, then asked me to stay after the assembly. I didn't fully understand until high school, when our psychology class covered creed behavior. The teacher described how certain adults gain children's trust through special attention, gifts, and made-up games. Suddenly, I was back in that yellow dress, performing bird-calling moves while a camera clicked. No birds, never any birds. That night, I found the silver bracelet in my old jewelry box and really looked at the charms for the first time. I drove to my parents' house, finally ready to ask the questions I'd been afraid to voice. Did you know what was really happening with Mr. Wilson? I demanded. My mother took my hand. The police found hundreds of photos, honey, not just of you. What I had seen as an innocent bird-feeding job was something much darker.